Please hold. I'm entering a sweepstakes. Sorry, and I coughed. Which character helps Alpha discover? Okay. Apparently, I have to enter a quiz to enter the sweepstakes. It's for Wicked. It's for a $500 gift card. What is the name of the Grimmery? You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper ploys when it comes to boys. Little ways to flirt and flounce. I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair. Everything that really counts to be popular. Cool. Alright. For a private screening of Wicked and a $500 gift card. So we'll see. We shall see. My hair is a disaster, but I wanted to have some curls in it for tomorrow. Because we're doing rock stars for a Halloween costume. We're gonna go trick-or-treating and I'm so excited. I miss trick-or-treating, dude. I miss it. And I carved a pumpkin last night. And it looks sick as hell. I told Green Girl that you took... I have a child now. I get to go again. I have a child who can't eat candy. All the free candy to me.
It is a bad look for you to be dancing about it.
I really...
You were doing the Donald Trump dance too.
Really?
Like when he goes to foreign nations and they roll out the red carpet for him and he shows him and he goes,
Really? I'm just hearing freaking K-pop Demon Hunters in my head.
"Fit check for my napalm era."
He can't say that.
"We're testing the nukes. We'll bring back the napalm. It sticks to the children's skin."
I don't even like candy. That's the thing. I just like the experience of trick-or-treating. I just like going trick-or-treating.
She doesn't. I eat the candy.
I don't like candy. In fact, I just got rid of a bunch of candy in our pantry, in our candy bowl. I bought new candy too, but
oh Lord.
I did use this as a way to get rid
oh
of
my
candy.
God, there's so much glitter. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm still
the whole
Poppy.
floor is sparkly.
I'm still Poppy deep down inside. I've got a lot of it. I mopped up a lot of it with my head. I rubbed my head on the floor to get all the glitter in my hair instead.
You're gonna go to bed in the same bed I go to bed
in. You wanna snuggles? Okay. At least I'm not wearing the clothes that are covered in glitter anymore.
I just made it a million times.
I made Rockstar license plates for my child's tour bus for our trick-or-treating tomorrow.
You did. Oh boy, I cannot wait to get into this.
This one doesn't like playing video games no more.
We have too much shit to do.
He said, well, I don't want to do it anymore. We can still do the show, but I want to play the video games. That's how that went down.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Alright. What's the true shame is we didn't get a chapter of Poppy before it Because that we would have done.
I'm not ready for another chapter yet, and it's gonna be like 2 more years. We haven't heard jack shit out of Mob, so it's gonna take some time. Although I think they just did a release of maybe a Project Playtime, like an update or something. I don't know. You ready?
Oh, they collab with Fortnite.
Oh, that's what I was seeing. I was like, I saw something poppy pop up, and I
And
know
you can get Chapter 1 free with the PlayStation Plus.
And I know Team Theorist is doing a collab. So something must be brewing because they're doing a bunch of collabs.
Oh yeah, and they've got Hugging Friends in Minecraft.
Yeah, they're doing a bunch of collabs, so something's about to get released.
October 3rd, they put out a teaser or something. XX 2005.
Isn't that the day of the hour of joy?
Probably.
I don't know.
That game's horrifying.
All right, you ready? You ready? You ready? 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 You should probably turn that on because there's no sound on it. So you should. You ready?
Ow.
Or you could turn it off because we can hear him.
Ow.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, you never answered. You just kept saying ow. You did not answer any of the times I asked you. Get out of there. It's not for you. All right, you ready? How many notes do you actually have for this?
61.
Oh, so not quite a note a minute. You
It
slowed
down a lot at the end.
Yeah.
The third act wasn't really a lot of notes to be taken.
Not much happens in the third act. All right. 3.
This movie's so fucking weird. I am deeply disappointed we didn't have everyone else in here.
I told him. I said the words. I don't know what to tell you. Are you harassing people? That's the sweetest little harassment. I got bit on my arm too. Damn. I keep getting bit by stuff. I will punch you in places you don't want to be punched.
That's you could hit me anywhere and that would count.
All right, 3, 2.
Oh, Anna's on her way. Boy, sometimes you watch a movie and you go, this is indeed a direct to home video movie.
Like Viva Rock Vegas?
Yeah, like Viva Rock Vegas. Only this movie has some sort of value to it.
Oh.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing with it. All right, we're gonna do a real brief synopsis, and then we'll get into the notes.
Is the thing that this is CityWavesCinema and we watch Casper meets Wendy and that's James and I'm America?
It's not that, but that is good. It's important. It's another thing.
Okay. I just want to make sure we got that out there.
It's important. That other thing being, this movie, Casper Meets Wendy, it is direct to video, and it is terrible.
Oh.
However, it's not trying to be this cinematic masterpiece. It's fun and dumb, and you're not supposed to think about it hard at all. Because if you do,
it falls apart real fast.
It falls apart at the speed of sound. So the movie does what it's supposed to do. It is
campy,
super campy. It's simplistic. It's
Halloweeny,
written like dog shit, and it is Halloweeny. And
Hilary Duff's adorable.
Hilary Duff is in the movie.
She's cute.
there's a pretty constant allegory for racism. That's fun. And it's, you know, it's good. It's a good kid Halloween movie. It's not like those movies that got made in the 80s and 90s where you go back to watch it and you're like, ooh, that didn't hold up at all. It's very much more a movie where you go, oh yeah, this is like a time capsule from 1998.
Okay, so like Halloween Town compared to this, which is better?
Halloween Town.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, this movie cost $37 and a pack of cigarettes. Like, there's no.
I wonder which one costs more.
Halloween Town was like
So
an
good.
actual movie.
The
That was
decom.
like, is it really?
Yeah, Halloween Town's a decom. All of them, all 4, but really only 3 are.
I didn't. Am I thinking of a different movie?
Or you think what are you? This is Halloween Town. This one.
I don't know what that is.
We watched it together.
Did we?
The cab driver's a skeleton.
What?
I made you watch Halloween Town.
Did we do it for this show?
No. I made you watch them before the show, but if you don't remember, guess what we're watching next year? I made you watch all 3 of them.
Is this the one with the black cat and the candle and the
Nope,
witches?
that's Hocus Pocus.
Oh, see, I was thinking about Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is a way better movie.
And Hocus Pocus is an actual movie, you are correct.
No, I don't remember Halloween Town for shit. I don't know what that is.
Guys, guess what we're watching next year? It's Twitches and Halloween Town.
That
I can watch a Halloween Town a week and Twitches. If we do a movie every single week.
Oh my god.
That one might be actually old enough to enjoy movies. Oh,
yeah, maybe almost it'll be 2 and change. Okay, so anyways, that tangent aside,
Halloween Town's my favorite Halloween movie.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about Casper Meets Wendy. Now, if you're unfamiliar, there are a handful of Casper the Friendly Ghost movies. This is one of them. This is a movie with a plot thinner than 1-ply toilet paper.
Halloween Town costs less than this movie.
Dang.
It was a much better movie, in my opinion. I think Halloween Town's better.
And they both came out in 1998.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the CG in this movie costs a lot more, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. But this one has, Halloween Town has, like, Debbie Reynolds in it and stuff.
I don't know who that is.
It's, nope. Carrie Fisher's mom. Princess Leia, her mom, is Debbie Reynolds. And she was in Halloween Town. Other things, too, but Halloween Town.
All right, so let's talk about Casper Meets Wendy for 1 fucking minute. Here,
okay,
right?
okay.
Instead of dipping off to other Halloween movies that you just shiver to.
Being normal is vastly overrated. I'm done. Carry on.
Fuck's sakes.
I'm just mad. If I had known that you didn't remember it, we would have watched Halloween Town instead of Casper Meets Wendy.
Okay, Casper Meets Wendy starts with the most confusing baseball game sequence I've ever seen put to film. We don't know anyone here except that the guy doing some sort of either in baseball diamond announcing or local radio broadcast for the game is played by Alan Thicke, who you may remember from late 80s, early 90s television show. Fuck, I can't remember what show it is. He was Kirk Cameron's dad in the show. I don't remember the name of it.
Who?
Alan Thicke. So
Growing Pains?
that's the one. Aliens.
James was very confused at the beginning of this movie.
That's because this movie starts in a way that is very confusing. Baseball game. First of all, dead silence. Pitcher winds up, slow motion, throws the pitch. Batter hits the ball. Grand slam. Dead silence until the ball clears the fence, and then Alan Thicke snatches up his microphone and calls the grand slam, and the crowd goes wild, which is just not how a radio broadcast of a game works. Having worked in radio and video for local sports broadcasts, that's simply not how that works. Even if you're in arena, you're gonna call who comes up to bat and shit. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Oh, I didn't even fucking talk about the opening credits. God damn it. I have 3 notes about the opening credits before
Well,
I even get to the aliens and the radio.
Talk about
announcement.
your opening credits.
Okay. A lot of movies from before like 2005 have an opening credit roll. Okay.
Which I hate. I hate
It is a good thing to have.
Yeah, because everyone leaves for the credits at the end of the movie, but
It is important to have an opening credit roll. You don't need to roll everyone who worked on the movie in the opening credits. They did like 4 minutes of opening credits. And that is so many minutes of opening credits.
especially when you only got 94 minutes of
It
movie.
is the same CG sparkly spiral fucking graphic behind all the names popping up and this one witch flying into and out of frame over and over again. They looped it over and over again. It is Hilary Duff's introduction movie to being an actor, so that's exciting. And the opening credits, they just go on for so long. Then baseball game, grand slam, game over, aliens, ship, standard flying saucer approaches and hovers over the baseball game, and they do that what is it from Independence Day where they do the different the like the Simon fucking noise game where it
Oh,
goes like wah 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 wah.
sure.
Okay,
I don't know Independence Day, so
from whichever fuck ass alien movie
I just know
had that.
I just know the next
Uh,
reference, which is they're here.
That's their back.
Oh, they're back. Sorry.
Yeah. Dumbass.
Sorry.
So the aliens show up. A little girl in the crowd spikes the camera and calls out another horror movie and just goes, "They're back." You did a better job of it than I did. But
I really love that movie.
so we've poltergeisted, we've maybe Independence Day, and then the alien ship flares and turns into 3 dickheads. Racist dickheads. 3 Italian racist ghosts.
Yes.
But not Italian, not Italy Italian, New York Italian. Maybe even Jersey Italian. It's unclear. So it's just I wrote aliens and I was so confused.
He's like, is this a
I
ghost
I
movie
didn't
or
understand.
alien?
And then the aliens turn into ghosts. And the ghosts, okay, I need you to understand what's happening in this baseball game sequence. The alien ship shows up, 0 people freak out. Everyone just sort of stops what they're doing and stare. They just stare at this flying saucer like it's a normal thing. Maybe not normal, definitely abnormal, but like this isn't cause for alarm. We're just gonna like, oh, wild. As though there was like a meteor shower happening overhead, and you could be like, wow. Only aliens, right? The minute the alien ship turns into ghosts, every human being in the baseball diamond panics instantly. They're trampling the children. They're jumping out of buildings. They're falling over themselves. They're trying to, there's a few heroic efforts to fight the ghosts, but ghosts in this movie get to choose when they're corporeal and when they're not. They also get to choose when they're visible and when they're not. They also are bad.
Like, bad in what way?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, some hijinks occur. There are 3 ghost archetypes, and by 3 I mean 2. There is asshole with an accent number 1, the fat guy, and asshole with an accent number 2. Number 1, number 3, those guys are the same guy.
Yeah,
just slightly different.
basically.
The fat ghost is fat. Big boy.
And he does a lot of movie references.
And he does a lot of fat ghost shit. Like, if you were to pitch me on ways that you could make a movie about a ghost that's fat, everything you said, he does in this movie. Okay? Namely, first of all, he steals a hot dog cart, consumes all the hot dogs, and then transforms into a B-2 stealth bomber with bay doors like it's World War II, and carpet bombs the audience of the baseball game with hot dogs, some whole, some consumed, and some slime.
When you say things out loud like that, this movie sounds like either a fever dream or a drug trip.
This movie is a fever dream.
I have fever dreams about this movie. I had my nightmare last night. I've had the same dream every time I've watched Casper Meets Wendy.
Fucking weird. Okay. So Casper rolls up with these ghosts, and he's just trying to be, Casper the friendly ghost. But
Casper the friendly ghost could be bad or mean.
Casper, he's not good at scaring, and he doesn't really want to scare. And the 3 other ghosts, those are his adoptive uncles, maybe real uncles. It's unclear. But they refer to him as their nephew, and he refers to them as his uncles. And they're fucking dicks, man. And so they scare all the people out of the baseball diamond, and then they go, "Ooh-wee, this was hard work. We should go on a vacation."
Literally, that was pretty good.
And then they go, "Come on, Casper, carry all our shit." And then they go on vacation.
Except there was no swearing because it is a children's movie.
Yeah, believe it or not, this is like a PG movie where nothing problematic happens from the 90s. I know. It's insane. It's crazy.
Wait,
no one even says a slur.
Isn't the dancing scene like them like trying to grab people's butts?
Oh yeah, the and he just plays grab ass for like the whole time.
There's 2 slightly problematic things, and one of them is the boy at the resort that's interested in Wendy. And then, yeah, the dancing scene. Those are the only 2 where it's like, ew.
Okay. Cut away from Casper and his uncles. We go to a man who knows only mood lighting.
James talked about this extensively.
I don't know. I don't. I don't know who did the lighting for the movie, but they had one goal when Desmond Spellman was on the scene, and that was to bake that motherfucker in orange. I mean,
but only like right here.
Okay, I made a note about it because it's at the end of the movie where it happens a lot, but it also happens room to room in his house. Now, this is a guy. He's a warlock. That's a witch. That's a boy. Because we need to differentiate, because witches can only have tits.
That happened because of the whole, like, Salem
Satanic
witch trials
panic from before.
Stuff.
Desmond Spellman has a twink magic mirror from...
Can you say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not a slur. Twinks exist.
Oh god.
It's fine.
We're never getting monetized on this fucking channel.
No.
It's a miracle we haven't been taken down yet.
He has a mirror it's the magic mirror. It's from Shrek, you know, it's from Snow White. It's a magic mirror on the wall. And he asks the magic mirror, who is not a magic mirror, is an oracle in the mirror.
He is an oracle.
He is the twink oracle of wherever Desmond lives in the mirror. And he asks him for the weather report,
the
stock report, and
witch rankings.
The witch rankings. Now, this movie does enough sexism that Desmond probably ought to have just asked if he was still the number one warlock. Because he would have been the number one warlock. But he asked specifically for the witch rankings, which means in whatever universe this is, witches and warlocks are ranked on the same scale, and it is named the witch rankings, which is anti-sexist in some ways.
Which also means, though, that is someone's entire job.
Yes.
It's probably the Oracle's job, actually, because who's gonna, like, have infinite knowledge of all the, like, witch levels of badassery?
Listen, they all of the rest of the plot of this movie will happen because of the witch rankings, and it would appear no one knows about the witch rankings except for the Oracle and Desmond Spellman, because no one else talks about it.
So maybe it's just something that he, like, does for Desmond?
Unclear.
Again, if you start asking questions about this movie, it just falls apart, like, literally sugar in the rain.
What is interesting about this movie, though, is in a lot of movies where you start asking questions and the plot unravels itself, this is a movie where so much stuff happens in the movie that they fill up every minute of screen time without, like, fluff, really.
No, everything's important.
Everything, it's actually structured well story-wise. It's just that the story is bad. So, he asks the mirror for the spell rankings, and the mirror goes like, "You can't possibly be the number one witch now. Wendy is the number one witch." And he goes, "Who the hot fuck is Wendy?"
She's going to become the number one witch if he doesn't act. That's the whole thing, is she's not there yet, but she will be if he doesn't
get it together.
Get rid of her ass.
Right. So Desmond goes, "I'm sorry, who?" And the mirror goes, "This child."
And then he prints her a picture.
He prints off an infographic about Wendy, last name not included, the little girl witch, including her home address, and a picture of her, right?
And also gives Desmond the way to eliminate her. He's the one that is like...
He's the one who tells Desmond that the best way to get rid of her is to access the Mystic Abyss.
And chuck her in.
Which is basically a portal / dimensional rift that has an amount of gravity. And once you go in, you never come back. So Desmond Spellman decides, I will murder this child.
Yep.
To retain my number one witch ranking.
Yep.
And so he collects a series of ingredients, whips up a coffee cup of goo, takes it outside, summons some sort of Warlockian electrical storm, allows his coffee cup of goo to be struck by pink lightning somewhere between 4 and 8 times. Then he goes to an upper balcony and pours out his electrified goo to create to create 2 goons who are dumber than rocks.
Again, when you say the plot out loud, like, watching it, I'm like, I love this movie, it's cute. And then you say the things that happen, and it just sounds like batshit insanity.
That's because everything that happens in this movie is crazy. Every single thing that happens in this movie is crazy. All of the child abuse that happens in the movie, all of the racism, all of the sexism, all of the You know, I say it holds up pretty well, but there are some through lines through here that are like, ooh, we don't do that nowadays.
I love this movie so much.
This movie, it's got its flaws. So he creates these two guys. Now, this is a Pulp Fiction reference, for he names them Jules and Vincent. And they will create a second Pulp Fiction reference at the end of the movie, and it's bad. But I did clock it, so there's that.
This movie is like, I'd say at least 25% references to other IP.
Yes.
Like between Casper's fat uncle, and Jules and Vincent, and like just like the background things that happen. 25% of it is just referencing.
This movie is very much as if you got a group of college students to write a feature-length film where they had permission to make the main cast just IP from the Casper universe, and they did it. And this is like an A++ college film.
I was like,
given the graphics and everything, this is like an A+ college film.
This is some shit we would have made up.
It is so bad. Okay, moving on. Jules and Vincent are sent by now let's remember, Desmond Spellman is presently the #1 warlock, and he has made it his mission to kill Wendy, the child. He will not go do this himself, however. He has sent the goons. Now, the goons, he does ask them. He says, do you think you can handle this? Because bearing in mind, they were born 10 minutes ago from pink lightning and goo. Not even a virgin birth. They were like Frankenstein, okay? Poured out of a coffee cup onto the ground. He asks them, can you handle this? And the goons go, come on, what do you take us for? And they pull guns out of their jacket pockets that start as like double action revolver type guns. And as they move them to aim them, they transform into full, almost super soaker like super space evil cannons that grow out of their hands and arms. And without saying anything else, they both blow his front door and whole front facade of his house to smithereens. And then they put the guns back in their jacket pockets, and they transform back into the little regular sized guns, and they go, come on. And he goes, yeah, all right, that sure, I guess they can handle it. If I saw that, I would assume, yeah, they can probably kill a little girl. Okay? They probably have the capability to kill a little girl. They can
like
probably
10?
do it. Yes, like 10, 11. They can probably manage. All right? No. That will not happen. They will proceed to be comedic tomfoolery for the remainder of the film. Now, cut over to we got to meet Wendy. We got to meet Hilary Duff in her very first film. Before she could sing, before puberty attacked her.
Apparently, according to Disney, she never could because they just dubbed over her voice in like
with her sister,
every fucking movie.
Who is a less successful singer?
Yeah.
Odd. I'm not in charge of Disney. So, Wendy lives in what appears to be an abandoned castle in the United States. Somewhere.
In the country.
In the countryside. And her aunts live with her. These are 3 witches, and they're not all terrible. 2 of them are not terrible, but they are dumb. And 1 is terrible and also dumb.
But not smarter than the other 2.
Smarter than the other 2.
Like, there's a clear leader. Unlike Casper's uncles, there is a clear leader in this witch tribe. Coven. That's what witch groups are called. Covens.
So Gert, Gabby, and Fanny are these
Clearly
ants.
riffing off of Hocus Pocus too. Like you have a blonde one,
A
a
redhead.
redhead, and a black-haired one, and like they very
None of them are bimbos though.
true.
Not one of them is an oversexed witch
But they are very
played by Sex and the City's finest.
But they are very clearly like riffing off of that.
Yeah, this whole movie is just references. So we see Wendy, she wakes up, she is excited to go deliver a present to the newspaper boy.
James relates to Wendy in at least one way.
I didn't have friends.
No.
Oh.
She wakes up.
Oh, yes, she wakes up and says mornings would be so much better if they happened in the afternoon. And I said, amen, sister.
Literally out loud, James is like, amen.
Heavens, Betsy. Oh man, I didn't even get through. Let me just run through these notes because I wrote good joke notes. They just don't make movies like this anymore. A middle-aged man is now on a hunt to banish a child through a portal to what is presumably hell. I'm going to find whoever color corrected this movie and beat them with a stick. Yes, the best way to show your boss you got the job well in hand is to pull out your weird wizard gun and blow his front door and wall away. And mornings would be better if they happened in the afternoon. Amen, sister. Wendy lives in a haunted mansion. And the witches are so mean. They're so mean all the time. They're just genuinely mean. So mean-spirited to everyone, especially Wendy. So Wendy's got this present. She wants to give it to the paperboy, right?
She's got crush.
She's got a little crush on the paperboy. Actually, almost everything that occurs with Wendy is she is 11 years old and is boy crazy.
Yes. Can relate.
It makes the movie a touch uncomfortable.
James is just not.
It's not so uncomfortable that you shouldn't watch it, but it is like, James
is just like not aware or experienced in the fact that like middle schoolers crush and they crush hard.
I hit that part of life late. Sue me. So she goes out to give the paperboy the present. He's like, okay, weird girl. Sure. And they do the little tradesies. And the witches, what do they send out?
Some like
to futz with him?
green slime.
They create a slingshot and slime the paperboy from their front door. And they go, grown adults bullying a child.
2 children at the same time.
Assholes. Terrible.
2 birds, 1 stone, you might say, if the stone is a green ball of slime.
And the birds are children. So Wendy, being better at witchery than her aunts, uses her magic wand, which is clearly a battery-operated magic wand, and steals all the papers from the paperboy and turns them into spanking utensils and assaults her aunts with them. And then she goes inside and says, I hate you, which is par for the course.
And justified.
Yes. Now, bing, bang, boom, Jules and Vincent arrive to kidnap Wendy and or kill Wendy. She bamboozles them with acrobatics, some screaming, and a magical fence. The rest of the witches
victim blame,
screech, blame Wendy for this happening, and fly off on their brooms with Wendy to the Catskills.
Which is also where Casper was heading.
Yes.
With his uncles.
Now, they roll out. The goons sort of give some information about they're coming from Desmond and all this shit. They roll out to the Catskills, to the same resort where Casper and his uncles have arrived. Casper's uncles
Bully
some guests out of their cabin and decide to stay. The witches arrive with Wendy and they bully a guest out of her cabin by turning her into a goat, presumably permanently.
Yeah, she's still a goat at the end of the movie, so.
And then they take the cabin and they consign Wendy to house arrest, effectively. And they all agree to no longer do magic.
That's an important plot point.
In order to
now,
not be detected.
They can do basic magic.
Now, okay, here's the important thing. The witches know that doing big magic causes some sort of magic signal in the universe, and that can be tracked somehow. They do not know that Desmond has a high-tech radar situation looking exclusively for Wendy or anyone related to Wendy doing big magic. So, like two ships passing in the night. The witches agree we're not doing big magic. And Desmond goes, I'm looking for the big magic. And there's tension a little bit. So, now we begin some resort hijinks. The ants deck themselves out in what they believe is normal human vacation attire. Now, okay, there's background actors at this resort in the Catskills. Catskills being in upstate New York. There's regular background actors, and they are dressed like regular people from 1998. They look like normal humans. They look regular. The witches wear first witch outfits, which get them a lot of looks. Second, they transform their clothing into what they approximate to be vacation wear, and it is unhinged exotic wear from various lands. And they continue to get looks. Wendy will then, does Wendy meet Josh then?
Yeah, because she breaks out. She gets bored. So she leaves.
Oh yeah, the freaking, they all transform clothes, and Wendy transforms her all red one-piece witch outfit into a pair
very
of red,
cute.
It's red overall shorts,
red hat
with a white t-shirt and a red bucket hat. And the witches, they look at her and they go, "You stick out like a sore thumb." The one in question is wearing full yellow and black zebra print, like a traffic cone, with an elaborate head wrap. Crazy. So Wendy meets resort regular 11-year-old dickhead Josh. Her introduction to Josh is Josh sees her, goes over, shakes her hand, and goes, "I'm Josh. You probably heard of me." How?
Fucking
Joshua?
Nepo
How?
baby ass.
Joshua. Baby, honey, buddy. How?
You know he's gonna end up in a fraternity.
Ego the size of the Empire State Building? Baby, how? No one knows who you are, Josh. You've been at the resort a week. Wendy's been here for 4 minutes. Heard of you? From what? Are you famous, Josh?
He's rich, babe. He's rich. He's a Chad. He's a tiny Chad. So I don't know when she sees him be a dickhead officially.
It's in the arcade later.
Okay.
So, yeah, you were carving a pumpkin. So, retiring back to their cabin, for a brief time. The witches and Wendy roll up into their cabin, and Wendy unveils the chunkiest laptop known to man.
Such a
Which-
throwback.
Through some sort of what I can only assume is genuine witchcraft, is connected to the internet.
Because modern age witches, baby.
I don't know when Wi-Fi was invented, nor do I know when laptops were equipped with Wi-Fi receivers.
I'm going to find out now.
What I do know is in 1998, getting on the internet for the average human being was a loud, screamy process called dial-up. So Wendy pops this laptop open and she says, I'm looking up Desmond Spellman. Did you learn?
Let me finish your other question and then.
Okay. So she's going to look up Desmond Spellman to figure out what his deal is. And the witches are like, well, we know Desmond Spellman. Let me just fill you in on how he's a psycho and he's evil. Yes.
It has to be a magic laptop because the first laptops with built-in Wi-Fi were released by Apple in 1999. Not 1998.
It's a magic laptop. It's a magic laptop from 1998 that can connect wirelessly to the internet. And also, the internet does have a page on Desmond Spellman that you can Google in 1998, which I believe is pre-Google. Or at least pre...
No, Google... Although, no, I'm older than Google. You might be right.
So, jeez. The witches say, Wendy, you're on house arrest because
Google
you're
was
dangerous.
officially launched in 1998. So Google
So she could have
happened.
Googled Desmond Spellman.
But it wasn't like really...
Her laptop's not plugged into anything, all right? That's what I'm trying to get at.
It never charges either. It's just always charged.
Well,
always
you remember old laptop batteries. They lasted something like 7 weeks.
No, I didn't touch a laptop until...
High school?
Probably. Maybe middle school?
I don't remember when I did my first laptop. Anyways, the witches go out and they're going to watch for danger at the pool. So Wendy sneaks out of the room, goes to the arcade center at this resort where she sees Josh, would like to befriend Josh because Wendy doesn't know other kids and doesn't know the signs.
And he's cute.
Right. So she tries to like hang out with him and be his friend, and he
is an asshole
to like 3 other kids.
And doesn't he shove a girl?
Yeah, he pushes another girl away from her game and ignores Wendy when she tries to talk to him. And then Wendy gets mad at him for being rude and stalks off out of the place and then uses just it's low-key magic because it doesn't pop on the radar. Uses low-key magic to super zap the freaking machine.
I think of it like a cantrip. Like all the spells that they can do have to be cantrips. Anything that costs a spell slot, too much magic.
Oh no, it must have pinged on the thing because my next note is that the Catskills are in New York and that radar ping was in Montana.
That's when they're trying to do construction on the house. You skipped over that part.
Oh, when they're redoing the room?
Mm-hmm. They were trying to reconstruct their house and that's too big of magic.
The cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they do just enough magic to ping on the radar prior to the arcade debacle. And Desmond and the goons are trying to hone in on the signal, but the signal is literally in Montana. And that's not where the magic is happening. And then the signal's over, and that's that. So Wendy meets Casper
when she goes to she goes to cry in the barn.
And just prior to this, Casper's uncles bully him for not being a good ghost at scaring people. Fleshies, they call them. And so he goes to sulk in the barn. So they meet, they become friends, and then we get a fun little sequence of
montage.
Yeah, a little montage of resort hijinks that a young witch and a ghost can get up to. And the one part I wrote a note about it, that Wendy goes to try and participate in an archery contest of some sort, and she's struggling to string an arrow on her bow. And everyone else who's in this archery contest is like a teenager through to full adults. And every single person just like turns and looks at her and laughs as she struggles to string this arrow. And then finally she like gets it and shoots it approximately a mile up and away and uses just a hair of magic to bring it back around town and bullseye it into the target. But it's fully unacceptable to me that all of these people are laughing at the poor little girl struggling to string an arrow on her bow at this vacation resort. It makes me think New York is a pile of shit.
It's really just the rich people in New York.
You mean all of them? It's a joke. So throughout the montage, there's music and there's Hillary Duff's 80-yard laugh. It's like the whole time. The whole time it's just 11-year-old Hillary Duff going doing a giggle. And it's just constant. And there are some shots where her mouth's closed or she's like talking, but all that's happening is the laugh. That's all you hear. And I just was like, all right, that's a lot. It's a lot going on right now, and I don't care for it so much. Then we get our first allegory of racism, which is that witches and ghosts are extremely not supposed to socialize, and they view each other as lesser, which is an allegory for racism. Intent irrelevant. It's how stories work. So that's fun. Now we come back to the pool for the witches and their horny arc. I'm sorry, the first of 2 horny arcs for the witches. How they're this horny in a PG movie is beyond me. But they're so horny. Just the thirsting for the cabana boy. And the cabana boy is a 40-year-old man who is like regular. This isn't a resort cabana boy who doesn't wear a shirt and has 17 abs. This is not a cabana boy who looks like any of the Sacha boys.
I was like, who looks like Abby? I love how we're in the same brain space.
This is a cabana boy who wears Asics because his feet hurt. This is the cabana boy who tucks polos into shorts on purpose.
Listen, they don't get out much, James.
This is a 40-year-old man. And he is being run ragged by these bitches. Absolutely harangued. Can I get more drinks? Can you rub my feet? Can you drop my chair down while I'm in it? Can you fetch this? Can you fetch that? Bring us snacks. Sit over there. Now come back over here. All this shit. Being terrible. This poor cabana boy.
I just started hearing like Sharpay's Fabulous song play in the back of my brain.
Oh, heavens.
Iced tea imported from England. Carry on.
What's really funny about that, what you just said right now, which is part of the song from High School Musical, is that the Brits don't drink iced tea. And if you make tea that they create and then ice it, you ruin the flavor of that tea. There is specific tea that is supposed to be iced, and we get it in the South.
most of the things
Most of the things Sharpay wants are wrong.
most of the things she says in that song are like absolute insanity, because it's like towels imported from Turkey and Turkey imported from Spain.
Are turkeys native to Spain? Who cares?
Anyways.
We're not talking about a better movie than this one.
No, but we should set up the scheme that Wendy and Casper.
That's where I'm headed.
And then we should wrap this episode for the next one.
So Wendy and Casper, having now seen the injustices of the world,
in their short little time at this very bougie resort.
Well, it's also fed by them being abused by their parental units,
who also told them that they couldn't, like, witches and ghosts couldn't be friends, and they're friends now, so they know better than everybody else.
Sure.
Because they're children.
The scheme now, formulated off screen by Wendy and Casper, is to Diet Coke parent trap the witches into flirting with and being friends with the ghost uncles via the ghost uncles possessing regular dudes at this. Well, they're the only dudes who are not regular at the fucking place when it happens. And then when it all shakes out, they'll realize that they were getting into it hot and heavy with their mortal enemies, and all will be made well.
Because they'll realize that it was just a silly thing.
Ah, the minds of children. No such thing as nuance. God, what I wouldn't give to be a children and not have to think about
children
and to not have to think about nuance. I am instead 30 years old with bones made of chalk and sadness.
Dusty old bones full of green dust.
What the fuck?
I clearly that was not one of the seasons of King of the Hill that you were forced to endure.
No,
with my mom. There's this child, well, it was a short tangent. There's this child that like moves into the neighborhood. And rides his bike over Hank's lawn, and you know Hank is that
he's got a thing about his lawn,
and so he rides.
He's done some Tylenol about
Hank's just watering the lawn, and the kid's riding around him in a circle, going, "Dusty old bones, full of green dust. Dusty old bones, full of green dust." And that's it.
That's me now. I have the bones made of dust. Green dust. Many green dusts make my bones.
No, we're just gonna stop it there.
God, when people listen to that, it's just gonna cut short so fast after what I can only describe as one of the most horrid things I've done with my voice. And immediately cut to a 4-second cold open of silence before we tell whatever joke is coming next.
I couldn't think of a way to wrap it other than to just go,
"Dusty old bones."
Oh my god. Alright, you guys want to vote for real movies this time instead of Halloween movies? I got trashed last time.
Oh, fuck my knee.
Did I run into your knee?
Uh-huh.
I am so sorry, sir and or madam. Okay, Casper. That's not how you spell Casper. Casper meets Wendy. Hurt. When? Alright. Alright. Let's vote for some real movies. Because we got some good shit coming. We got some good shit on here. Good shit. To be fair, like I said, James had seen all the campy Halloween movies, except apparently he has had an entire blocking of the Halloween Town movies, which I made him watch all 3. Forget the 4th one. It doesn't count.
I'm going to look them on IMDb to try and figure out what you're talking.
I know we watched them because I made you watch them. It was like a Halloween several years ago in the apartment that I made you watch all of them. What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. All right. I haven't even started the vote. Okay. We gotta do this one because it's relevant, and so is this one right now. Okay, and then I'm gonna put some on here that James wanted to watch. Hmm. James wanted to watch this one. Oh, that's the third one. Halloween Town 3. Or Halloween Town High, I think is what it's called.
From Halloween Town.
No, that's the last one. That's the last
This
one.
clip is listed on Halloween Town.
I understand that, but they're wrong. That's the last one. All right.
Return to Halloween Town?
No, that's the bad one.
There's 4 of them.
Yes.
Halloween Town.
Halloween Town,
Halloween Town
2, Calabar's Revenge, and Halloween Town High.
Halloween Town High, and then Return to Halloween Town.
Yeah, we don't talk about Return to Halloween Town. All right, y'all. We will be back. Enjoy your vote. James tripped over a toy in the hallway and is in a lot of pain, and it was very loud. So now I am waiting for him to come inside the room and watching to make sure the child doesn't awaken. There we go. All right. It was just the vacuum. I can't have heard that much.
That movie out?
Yeah, it is. I made sure before I even put it on the
What's
list.
the Great and Powerful Oz?
That's the one you wanted to watch. You put it on this list because it's the one with. It's the other Wizard of Oz movie. Has Mila Kunis in it. You put it on there after Wicked. I picked 2 relevant ones, and one I wanted to watch and one you had requested we watch. Oh, yeah. My bad. Switch those around, but doesn't matter. Didn't get any votes anyways. We're watching How to Train Your Dragon. Your ADHD is really killing you right now, dude.
I don't know anything.
What's funny, if I knew the exact like recordings that these things happened, I would just go pull them up. Because we have recorded evidence of all these things.
I believe it.
I'm down to watch How to Train Your Dragon. I've been wanting to watch it. I don't think we're going to have many bad things to say about it.
I can't wait to hear you be mad.
I've heard it's fantastic. I don't think I can be mad. Other than you're going to hear me bitch about hair color, but I digress. It's not going to be nearly as bad as a freaking Percy Jackson. The show, not the movie. Although the
Listen,
movie...
we love Logan Lerman, right?
That doesn't make the movie good.
Actually, we love almost all of that cast. It's just not good.
It was not their fault.
It's not.
It was not their fault that they took the plot and decided to freaking
Mutilate it.
Yeah. It's on a platform. I don't remember which one. Please hold. Paramount, maybe? Hang on. Peacock. I wanna see your peacock, cock, your peacock, cock. It's on Peacock. If you have access to that. And if you don't, find somebody who does. I mooch off 2 different Peacock accounts. One's on my TV and one is on my phone. You can also rent it from Amazon. All right, James, you ready? You ready for more nonsense? Let's see. We are... right fucking there. It's not on Disney because it's DreamWorks. And Disney owns a lot of things, but they have not bought out that particular company yet. Warner Brothers, stand strong. Universal. You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Three? Oh wait, sorry. You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready?
This feels unnecessary.
You never answered again. You just keep going. I say you ready and you go. I say you ready and you go.
You done?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2.
So when a ghost possesses a man,
I feel like you're making the space in between them extra long now.
Oh, I counted to 3.
You started talking at 5.
Well, then
You
I
don't need
count.
to count. There's a counter. It's over here for you.
I'm gonna fill all this dead air.
I'm
Now that
America.
you've interrupted me.
I'm America. That's James. This is CityWavesCinema. We're still talking about Casper meets Wendy.
I don't know how, but yes, we are.
Because you took so many notes, apparently. So possession.
I took like 60 notes. Okay.
Possession.
Brief timeout
Oh.
for the patriarchy. Because Josh feels snubbed that Wendy doesn't want to go to the dance at the resort with him.
Maybe don't be an asshole, Josh. I don't know what to tell you.
And he goes, "What, do you find somebody better than me?"
And she literally says it,
And
yeah.
she's like, "Yeah, it's a bald guy."
And he's see-through.
And Josh goes, "Fucking weirdo."
Okay, see, like, if I'm Josh, I would just be like, okay, so she's literally an insane person and just, like, let it go.
Right, but if you have an ego the size of the planet.
Listen, Hilary Duff's cute, but she's not the only girl at the resort, and she's probably not even the cutest girl at the resort.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
Vicious.
There are other
cutting
people,
words for 11-year-old Hilary Duff out of you.
There are other people that Josh can
She's
be
like
with.
40 now. She's still hot.
There are other people that Josh can be with. Like, I don't get why he's so obsessed with the weird girl.
Who's the only one who likes to hang around with him.
And this is like a dance for adults, too. Like, there's like no other kids there at all.
Josh does go in jeans and a jacket.
I don't think Josh changes clothes the entire time that we've seen him.
Well, the events of the movie take place over the course of like a day and a half. Anyways, Wendy snubs Josh. This will be important later. Casper gets his uncles to possess 3 dudes who happen to be right there. And they also somewhat resemble the ghosts themselves, which, given the 1998 CG ghosts, is remarkable. So, the way Casper gets them to do it too is he says that their world record for longest possession has been broken and they need to go for an even longer record.
With no citations needed.
No, and they believe him, like, instantly. They're like, oh, our honor has been besmirched. Oh, I'm sorry. Our honor has been besmirched. We gotta get in there. And so they possess 3 sort of Italian guys. One of them, you guessed it, is fat.
It's so that we can tell him apart from the other ghosts.
The dance sequence is an unbelievable sequence of unhinged flirtation and truly horrific ADR voiceover.
You gonna talk about the outfits that the witches show up in? Because you had things to say about those last night.
I don't remember what they looked like or what, but I did say, what in the fuck is the fashion the witches employ?
They have like really big hairstyles. They're all wearing crowns, and they have like the.
Oh yeah, they've got like puffy ball sleeves.
Yeah, like
and
the most
that,
cliche like, 80s dress that you could think of is what they are wearing. 80s like pageant girl is what I would describe
it.
Agent?
80s,
Cody Banks?
80s prom queen.
Yeah.
Esque.
With like 60s hair, like hairspray.
Yeah. That's the fashion. So, anyways, the dance sequence, the plot as a guideline that we have up on the screen here does not say a single thing about the dance sequence. So I will do my best to relay it to you from memory.
And notes.
I'm fairly certain you can't just go grabbing ass like that these days. This is because a ghost walked by a line of ladies and one man and grabbed all of their asses along the way. And none of them caused a bigger stink than going, oh, not even the guy. Not like people were just fine to get groped a little bit.
I mean,
It's a different day and age, I guess.
when you go,
I wasn't around in 1998 to do flirting, really, so.
When you go to summer camp, don't you just expect to be groped a little bit?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You said those words in that order out loud on the internet for everyone to hear and know in multiple sources. No. No. I went to summer camps where I did not get groped.
You went to church camp, that doesn't count.
Yeah, but people probably got groped.
I was in those people.
So, anyways, the witches just want to fuck the ghost guys, okay? They want to fuck, but they think the guys are regular guys,
And the ghost guys like the witches.
think the witches are regular witches.
Regular people.
Yeah, they don't know they're witches yet. And the one ghost guy who, and I said this from the moment that the possession started, I said, these three dudes are going to act harder than anyone else in the movie. And immediately I was correct. It's as though three diet Jim Carreys walked onto set and didn't need to do any of their own voice lines. They just had to say the words and the audio would be fixed for them later. So they just threw everything into physical performance. The physical comedy, the gags, the horsing around, the one ghost who likes doing his burp attacks, so he thinks that his cologne needs to smell like dumpster, so he does. And then he and Shelley Duvall's in this movie. You remember the mom from The Shining? Shelley Duvall plays a witch in this movie. And she likes dumpster aroma. So those two hit it off. One of the witches likes big dudes, big fat guys. And so those two hit it off. And the mean head witch and the mean head uncle are mean. And so they hit it off. And now everybody wants to get inside everybody's pants. No one is going to, but they all would like to. So then the possession starts to wear off. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. As it turns out, you can't just permanently stay inside a body, I guess. And it causes the humans being possessed to have big body seizure around the whole of the room. And it was basically like if three dudes had a mosh pit by themselves that just covered the whole space. And they destroy everything. And then they finally make it outside. All the guests have screamed and panicked and ran. And it's just the witches and these dudes outside. And the ghosts pop out of the dudes. And the dudes freak out and they scram. And so it's just the ghosts and the witches. And the witches go, ah, ghosts. And then they bust out their witchiness. And the ghosts go, ah, witches. And then they all like zoom away from each other. So then Wendy has to explain to Casper.
Because the witches threaten the ghosts.
Oh, I also missed a little bit of children flirting.
Oh yeah, you missed their little dance.
So Casper and Wendy leave from the dance itself and they go out to a gazebo. And Casper's strong as fuck, by the way. He carries her out there. And they're going to do this dance. But Josh sees Wendy leave and is like, who's this bozo that she left me to be with? Left you? Left you? Brother, she doesn't want to be within 6 feet of you. Left you? Absurd. Outlandish. I didn't have a ton of friends, didn't go to real school, didn't have a ton of friends growing up, okay? I never met anyone in my life who's had an ego like this guy.
I could name like 6.
That I know.
No, that like just off the top of my head that I remember from school.
I've met one guy who's close to this, but is not quite this bad. I cannot fathom the reaction I would have to meeting someone with this level of I deserve it all ego in real life. I can assure you it wouldn't be kind words, probably. Anyways, he gets mad that Wendy's by herself because Casper's invisible.
Because he's shy.
Because he's shy. And he's like, you'd rather be by yourself? You're
gonna pay for this.
And then he fucks off. And Wendy's like, okay.
Again, if I'm Josh and I see this girl
slow dancing by herself,
I would literally be like, I feel like I dodged a bullet. I feel like I'm good. I feel like I'm good. Like, cause
yeah, but what if it was Hillary Duff though?
Again, listen, sometimes the hottest chicks are the craziest. So
it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Hotness goes up, craziness goes up. It's the rules. It's a graph. It's from How I Met Your Mother. So
anyways, the witches threaten
the ghosts. Wendy tells Casper that in confidence that the witches can't use their magic to deal with the ghosts because if they do their magic, then this guy who's hunting them down will be able to find them. And that's just the way things are. So Casper needs to go get his ghost uncles to chill out because the witches can't do anything about it, right? So Casper, who is
0.5 seconds.
Casper is many things. A good friend? Not really. Good at keeping secrets? No. Brave? No. He's strong. He's friendly. He's useless.
He tells his uncles like 2 seconds after getting back.
He goes to see his uncles to try and convince them. I'll give him credit for trying, all right? He doesn't want to do this, but he's got to. It's life and death. So he goes to see the uncles, and he goes, you gotta leave the witches alone. And they're like, racism. We're going to get them. And he's like, but they can't do anything about it, and you'll hurt my friend. And they go, they don't do what? They can't do magic? We can do whatever we want? Oh, baby, we're gonna get the witches. And so they vamoose off to go get the witches. And bing, bang, boom, they roll up. They fuck with the witches. The witches can't do anything about it.
And then Wendy saves the day.
Wendy busts out her wand and does something about it to save her aunts.
She turns the ghosts into plaster.
They do not deserve to be saved. And as far as I can tell, the ghosts cannot do any actual harm to a person besides like bumps and bruises. They were never, to my understanding, in any real danger. Because the ghosts just want to scare people. They're not trying to kill people, they're just trying to scare people. So there was never a need for Wendy to do anything other than like do a little escape-a-roo. Yes.
I think we should remake Casper and make the uncles actually like murder people instead.
You want to make a murdery?
I want to do like a full horror Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Oh my god.
We did it with Winnie the Pooh. We can do it with Casper. How has this not been done yet?
So Wendy does her little magic, and it pings on Desmond's radar instantly. And they don't have to hone in anywhere. It pings in the Catskills right there, happening now. We got a lock within 5 meters. Go, 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 go. Right? Okay. So we're unclear on how that technology works because last time a little bit of magic happened, it was like, where is it? Montana? Is it in the mainland United States? Is it in Canada? I don't know. Fucking useless.
You get a little bit more high pitched with that, and you can really do a good angel dust.
Maybe. So
I said that just to annoy you.
So Wendy saves our aunts, and they're mean to her again. So annoying.
Victim blaming. They're like celebrating her. They're throwing her like a whole party. They're like, "You did so good. You're amazing." And she's like, "Yeah, I had to use my wand." And they're like, "How about you go fuck yourself?"
So she gets dumped by them instantly. Josh steals the wand because he sneaks up to the side of the cabin, and Wendy just left her fucking wand next to an open window, like an insane person. But she's a kid, so like, yeah, well, you know, kids leave shit everywhere. So Casper rolls up to try and get to Wendy. Oh yeah, Casper was indisposed.
Oh yeah, he got
throughout this whole
flushed
thing
down the
because his
toilet.
uncles flushed him down the toilet. So Casper finally gets back to Wendy, and he wants to help like fix things, but Wendy is like, "You broke the promise, fuck you," which is like, yeah. And Casper's like, and he fucks off.
Gets jealous of Josh because Josh has Wendy's wand. And he's like, "Wendy never let me use her wand. She must like him more than me."
That's totally a middle school mindset of like, you see a thing and you make a connection that cannot possibly be real.
It's because you don't have a fully formed prefrontal cortex.
Your prefrontal
yet.
cortex is like an infant, and it does not work, and it's bad. And you're spending all your days at school trying to do like generate other synapses and shit, and you can't like critically think about anything because you're flooded with hormones. And Casper's a ghost, so it doesn't like, none of that matters. But like, that's so a middle school thing to think, is like, you see someone who has something on their person that is adjacent to someone else that you know, and you're like, fuck you. Crazy. So Wendy and Casper are not friends. Casper mad at Josh. The uncles think they're doing great.
The uncles are plastered.
They're trying to get ungooified.
Unplastered.
The witches don't do anything.
They're packing.
4 seconds later, Desmond and the goons arrive in a car that is a plane.
It flies.
And from this moment on, a strange lighting thing will happen to Desmond.
That's been happening the whole time.
Yes, but I really thought about it and registered it only in this, from the moment he gets to the resort. So
well, now it's because it's out of context of his house, so yeah, it's really,
if it had been happening the whole time, because like his whole house had weird lighting, so if it was happening, I'd probably just chalked it up to the weird lighting in the house. But now the weird lighting's happening to him wherever he is. So do you recall a fun little set of movies, The Addams Family, in which
you remember watching those, apparently.
One Morticia, well, yeah, they were good and I liked them. What do you think? I fucking enjoyed Halloween Town?
Apparently, you don't even remember it existing, so...
You say I watched 4 of them, and I think you're full of
3.
shit.
I would never make you watch the 4th one.
You'd make me watch Glee over the 4th one.
Oh, 100%. The 4th one can burn in hell.
You recall Morticia Addams? And how, when she would be on screen by herself, there would be a strip of light that ran across just her eyes, like at eye level, so that this beam across her face was brighter and whiter than everything else. Imagine that, only it's not a beam across the eyes. It's one side of or the other side of a face, and it is spray tan orange. That's what Desmond got. Everywhere he goes on the resort grounds, there is a light that is pointed at his face that is orange as fuck. Denver Bronco orange, sunset orange, President of the United States orange. Just beamed directly onto the side of his head. And I don't know if it's like a haha funny thing or if it's like a this might make him look intimidating. Either way, no. So Desmond and his goons arrive. They locate and confront the witches. They disarm them with ease. These witches suck ass, dude. They're bad. They don't do magic ever except for to benefit themselves and never to like get themselves out of a jam. Wendy gets them out of jams with her magic. So
Why, she's gonna be the best witch ever, James.
yeah. But these witches have been around. You'd think they could do a thing. So Desmond explains, like a villain, he's got this twink in a mirror who has this prophetic thing about how Wendy's going to be the best witch, and that the only way to get rid of Wendy is to do the Mystic Abyss. And so Desmond spawns a Mystic Abyss in the fireplace of the Grand Hall of this resort, and it sucks up all the furniture, and he just straight up first he Emperor Palpatine's Wendy with pink lightning. And then he yeets Wendy into the Mystic Abyss. And then Casper grabs some of the velvet rope, you know, like at the club, the velvet rope that's attached to some of those stanchions, and flies himself into the Mystic Abyss to try and save Wendy. Good on you, Casper. So he gets down in there, and Wendy's like falling, like there's clearly this gravity that's sucking her in deeper and deeper. And then at one point, when she's just like Casper runs out of fucking rope, she stops her fall or getting sucked into the gravity well and like propels herself up and forwards a little bit through some unseen force or power and grabs a hold of Casper's hand. And then they just sort of like dingle dangle there for a little while until the ghost uncles show up to give the goons and they give the goons and Desmond a good scare. The witches don't do anything, and then the ghosts turn back into the ghosts because they had joined forms to create this one horrid large creature.
They also scared Desmond into the abyss.
Yes, they did scare Desmond, and he tripped and fell into the abyss. And he tried to grab Wendy on the way back in, but he did not, and he just like gone. And so the ghosts then pull the kids in via the rope, and the witches sort of like hold the barrier so the kids don't get got. And then everybody comes out, and everything is great, and it's all good now. And the movie ends.
Yep.
Final
thoughts, James?
Okay.
I feel like you just steamrolled through the final sequence and now you're just kind of here.
Well, I mean, because that's what the final sequence just happens at 1,000 miles an hour.
They do decom the ending. Like the ending happens in like
it's
10
so
minutes.
The movie is bad.
Oh.
But it's not supposed to be good.
It's cute.
That's a word you could use to describe it. it's not supposed to be this blockbuster. It's not supposed to be. It didn't even get a fucking theater release. Okay, it is a direct to VHS tape video.
God, I'm old.
It didn't even come out on DVD.
I also found out it's not technically considered canon in the Casper universe. I read some trivia just now. It's not considered canon.
I didn't know we had a Casper universe, but that annoys me.
Well, yeah, because there's like comics and there was a whole cartoon about Casper the Friendly Ghost.
One of the things I feel I missed out.
I was talking.
No, I'm relating. One of the things I feel I missed out on as a kid is Casper, because I never saw anything about it. I just knew that Casper the Friendly Ghost existed.
The original movie's good.
So, like, I never saw the original movie, I don't think. I mean, I'm sure I did at some point.
It's good.
But, like,
it's better than this one.
I have no recollection of it. I don't care for Casper as a character. I don't, like, the whole concept just does not appeal to me at all.
You don't like a friendly ghost?
I don't care. But, I mean, I'm also an adult, and I didn't buy into it when I was a kid, and my eyes were full of wonder, and the idea of a friendly ghost was, like, a cool concept. I'm 30. I don't give a fuck. So, it's not for me. This movie's not for me. Why would it's not for me? It's for my son. It's for my friends' kids. It's haha funny. It's one of those kids. It's the stereotypical kids movie where it's like it's for the kids, but there's some adult jokes in there so the parents don't get bored as shit to watch it. It's one of those. There's a billion of them. Some of them are great. Most of them are trash. This one's on the cusp. It's just garbage enough that I'm not going to watch it another time.
I also think watching this one after K-pop Demon Hunters was really just like a hi, and then we
crashed directly into the earth. You know how the K-pop Demon Hunters fall out of their plane and land on the stage? It's like if we did that, only we didn't land on our feet and do a cool hero pose. We died. As you would, falling from a plane onto a stage. We would splat and our bones would be dust, green dust, if you will, inside our mortal coil corpses. So the CG terrible, but it didn't.
Yeah, it was just a sign of the times.
The movie cost well, okay. Toy Story 1 came out in 1995 and looks goddamn beautiful compared to this movie.
But live action,
yeah, doing CG on live action it was a whole other thing, and it in the early days of computer generated animation instead of like hand drawn animation, you're looking at like, hey, you tried, and your budget was like 4 pennies and a gopher. So, what are you gonna do? You gonna let the gopher fucking animate it? No. You're gonna have a human do it, and you're gonna pay him 3 of the pennies, and the last penny that goes to the scriptwriter. None of the actors get paid. The director, none of them. They get their credits at the very beginning of the movie. And that's all they give a shit about. This movie is the dialogue bad. I laughed a handful of times, which is more times than I thought I was going to laugh. The story thinner than air. The plot devices contrived. The insane things that happen cranked to 10. Every 3 minutes on screen, something truly outrageous happens. And that's really funny because this movie is not supposed to have funny things like that happen to it. It's everything that's wrong about it would lend itself to it not having funny things happen. But literally every few minutes, a truly outrageous gag happens. I mean, they start the thing with the aliens at the baseball diamond, and that's not even like a dream sequence. That's just how the movie is. That's just how the ghosts introduce themselves. They're like, guess what? We're aliens. And everyone's like, weird. And then they're like, got your ass, we're ghosts. And they're like, what? It's just this movie is outlandish. And I think you could very easily install 3 drinking rules and get hammered in the first 60 minutes. So I might do that the next time we want to watch the movie. Um, this movie gets like a solid 3 out of 10 for me. But it's also like there's not like truly bad things about it.
It gets a 5 out of 10 for me just because nostalgia, and nostalgia has
A chokehold on you.
On the millennial soul in general. Nostalgia just has us. So, I mean, I loved this movie as a kid. This and Halloween Town were probably two of my top favorite Halloween movies, like when I was a wee thing. Um, but yeah, no, it's cute, it's campy, it's fun.
There's the allegory for which every so often too, like they lean on that allegory of racism, but I think they were doing it on accident. But it's just like it's that really strong punch of like the uncles looking at Casper and being like, "We don't fucking associate with fleshies, let alone witches." And the witch is looking at Wendy and being like, "You don't fucking talk to ghosts, all right? We don't associate with them." And they're like cruel and cold and like 10 toes in the dirt about it. And it's just like, didn't 4 seconds ago you transform your clothes into a yellow and black zebra? Like, aren't you wearing an animal from Africa right now? And you're telling me this? Insane. Insane behavior.
I'm surprised you didn't talk about the ghost getting sunburnt.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Why would a ghost get sunburned?
That's what I thought you would talk about, but you didn't want to.
What is there to talk about? The ghost got sunburned. Why would a ghost get sunburned? Doesn't make sense. Why did it happen? Why is it in the movie? Why did they make a joke about it? Dumb. Unnecessary.
We will be watching the live action How to Train Your Dragon next time, because that's what was voted on by our live audience, whether they
intended to or not.
Whether they missed the vote or not, that's what we're watching. So, yeah, I look forward to that one next time. It was fun to do a couple spooky movies going in. We'll
apparently we got more for next year.
Yeah, apparently James doesn't remember watching Halloween Town, so we've got that, and he's never seen Twitches. But we'll probably do 1 or 2 of our regular scheduled movies, and then we'll probably slide into like Christmas stuff. But until then, if you are watching us live, have a safe Halloween. And if you are watching this
whenever
or listening to this,
a good Halloween.
Yeah. Everyone be safe, smart, trick-or-treaty, and take care of your neighbors. Such a drastic end compared to like
the front 2/3 of the movie are so loaded with crazy shit, and the last hour of the movie is just nothing.
I was just talking about the way we ended the podcast. This episode versus the last episode is just so vastly different, but alrighty, guys. I hope you guys all have a safe and wonderful Halloween. I expect to see cute pictures of costumes. For those of you with children, or those of you who are dressing up as yourselves. Not as yourselves, dressing up yourselves. We are going to be rock stars. And I made a tour bus.
Hell yeah.
And it's gonna be cute. And we're gonna have a nice time trick-or-treating. So until then, until next time, I guess, we will see you all later. I'm still blown away that you don't remember watching Halloween Town, honestly.
I have no idea. I bet you we watch it and I go, nah, I never watched this.
Or you're gonna watch it and you're gonna be like, oh, this one, like it's gonna come flooding back to you like some kind of like forgotten trauma blockout.
Maybe. Could be. It could happen.
I'm trying to think if there was something that would have made you like forget that we watched them, like something that year that like overshadowed it or something. But I can't think of a single thing. I just know that we watched them all.
No idea.
Because otherwise, I would have made you watch them last Halloween or the Halloween, literally any Halloween that we've been doing the show. But I digress. Bye, y'all.